Rings. All right, this is the day of the apocalypse. Yeah. As for that, we have just gotten started. I have to admit, man, I did feel a Biden win quite a while ago, obviously during the election, but we'll have to wait and see where things head in that direction, where things are heading. Not really matters anymore, but it's going to be interesting. All right. Okay, blessings. Thank you for those that post your questions. Carol, any messages for me? There's a lot of Arcturian energies there around your family vibration of keeping things positive. There's also like a blue light, a luminous blue light around your energy from the fairies. Are there any messages for me from the Prime Creator? It's basically just trusting yourself once again. You are very connected to the planet Uranus, as you've been a teacher there. Obviously, it's not showing itself anytime soon, but also as a creator there, but mostly a teacher, teaching others about their creativity to bring that out themselves. Medium, any messages from higher self? You're just still healing a lot of past life energies. They show a feline lifetime that you're releasing. There was a lot of mind control as a feline being, meaning that you went through a lot of mind control, kind of like here, but it was on a feline world. I'll say messages from higher guide. There are manifesting energies that are connecting to bring you to what will work for you. Just new timelines are being developed for you to find those that you're going to be connecting to. Basically, you're going into more of a manifesting direction. Not that you haven't already been there. So you have a lifetime of Pluto. I'm not sure if that's helpful. Yeah. I don't think there's any canines there. Well, there's more to Pluto than just the dog. But yeah. Yeah, you're connecting to a lot of light being energy. Yeah, things will work out as you like it. Pamela, are there any messages from my guide? Yeah, I just feel like you're releasing a lot of energies as an angel, actually, you as an archangel. And Archangel Michael is helping you with it, but I believe you kind of, even as an angel, feel like you downgraded a little bit because it became too much of responsibility. It's kind of like you're a leader of a planet. It's like, this is just too much. Kind of like that. Or like a boss of some kind. Question 2, any messages from my husband passed in 2002? I do see a lot of canine energies and positive. He's very connected to Sirius. And for you, he's with you at night normally. During the day, he appears, but mostly at night to help you in your dream state. You do connect to each other in your dream world. So yeah, it's like you're never disconnected. Acadian, Dance, any messages from the Gorilla Collective? Interesting. I was going to bring them through. I have to write it down. I was actually going to bring them through tomorrow, which is interesting. He actually reminded me. Let me write it down now. So I'll forget. I know this is wasting everybody's time here, but this is important. Gorilla. Well, I think that's a good idea. Because I did come up in the webinar too. I think so a little bit. So as a gorilla being, you've been a scientist on Mars. You've also been a Palladian being who found a gorilla planet. and I believe you actually lived among them and been part of their society. You might have had like crew members that got eaten by them or attacked by them because they're acting stupid, but you kind of worked with them pretty well. I mean, I think gorillas are pretty decent overall, but or just the monkey, but it was like some of your crew members were really insulting them. So actually, you can go into a gorilla in the jungles, go to a gorilla club, and they won't hurt you or anything. I think it's more the chimpanzees that will kick your ass or something like that. And the other messages, you also have a connection to the rhinoceros. Um, think of it think of like a rhino, like the size of a canine. Like when you would have it at your home, like a domestic canine. Think of a rhino at that size. It's like you're an alien being with a rhino. That's pretty cool, actually. um, yeah, they say you're very connected to the fairy realms. You've been a powerful fairy in your past. I don't believe they actually call it a fairy. They've been very what you call similar to that part of magic realms. So you're still healing a great deal of that. Obviously, would like to go back to that. You're flying, or as an elf being flying and connected to dragon beings. Anna, last night I dreamed of having big boobs. They looked unreal. What was that? It felt like you went into a realm, a reality where everything was superficial. Yeah, I mean, it felt like you connected to the timeline when you have that, and it was, yeah, kind of like giving you just like, man, I didn't do that. Just what it seems like. Yeah, I think you're just connected to other realities. My partner dreamed of many UFO ships of pearly color. The moment he took out a phone to take a picture, they disappeared. Was a message behind the dream. So it's getting closer to that connection. So yeah, that means you can't show it in the physical just yet. It's more of a spiritual connection. But yeah, he shows he's on track definitely. He's on the ship. He's on actually that ship having conversations, but his mission here is very important. Marianne, any messages? It seems like you're letting go of a lot of karma from the felines. A lot of dense energies they're just, they've had worlds that are kind of like ours. I mean, really, like mind control, just unbelievable. So yeah, we're not alone in this, actually, obviously. So yeah, just I feel like you came here to make peace with a lot of that. Not sure know what you've been. Orion, feline. Question two: any messages from the Palladians? You're just doing a lot of inner healing currently. It seems like a lot of just once again internal blockages. Yeah, I do have a connection to Yeshua. I believe you're actually his teacher in a previous lifetime. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but I did see you as a teacher because long, long time ago. He's still learning a lot. Just because he's, Messiah doesn't mean he's doing so great here. It doesn't mean he has all the answers. Symmetry, any messages for me? The Grays are saying you're eating very well. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but it seems like you're at a better track you have been in the past. You're also very connected to Uranus, also Venus for lifetimes. Uranus, time traveler. Venus, a sculptor, is an artist sculpting. Yeah, they have things that are similar to us. So we're not the only ones in this situation. Donna Riggs, my friend's dog Ruby died from a ham bone this past week. Her mom wants her to know she is sorry. It packed her colon, blood full is turned to bone to does she know how is she over the rainbow? Well, I think that was time for Ruby to go. So obviously your friend's warning not to do that again. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's why I just give them dog food. Yeah, I don't give my cats anything else other than what's made for them. Of course, doesn't seem to stop them from anyway. But yeah, does so yeah, Ruby's fine. I think it was Ruby's time to go actually, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's just hard, but you have to go somehow, right? I mean, that's the way to go when you really think about it. Eat something and then croak. Works out really well when you think about it. Yeah, people at the Ponderosa are probably feeling that. My friend Tiffany would like to know she feels she should be communicating, channeling animals to see it in the future. Yeah, just trusting her abilities. Yeah, she's also very connected to the fairies. So, but yeah, birds. She needs to talk to birds a lot. Miles, blessings. I invested heavily into AI security companies. I was wondering if Spirit sees the company's PPS reaching $1 or more throughout this year. Yeah, maybe by the end of the year, possibly. It's gonna be a long stretch, like 99 cents or something like that. So, yeah. Any messages from the Illuminati? It's like you're clearing out a lot of blockages. You're very connected to Knights Templar, and that might make itself more clear to you. If it's just like you're trusting yourself deeper. So, Eric, do the insectoids have a message for me? It seems like you're going into two different directions. Creative side, but also third dimensional or fourth dimensional point of view. The insectoids, as you reported, cloning processes, facilities that they created. They actually insectoids created a pretty decent human and cloned them. To them, it was nothing. It's like for us, it's like, what are you talking about? What? And for them, it's like no big deal. It's like, just create humans, make them, kill them, throw them away, whatever. But yeah, you're part of that process, definitely. Yeah, because we look at it because we're part of the race, but when you're an insectoid being creating that stuff, it's like no big deal. Well, they took different DNAs, they put it all together. It took a long time. They just started messing with stuff. So, and like the mantis are known to be geneticists. I noticed that some Cambodian and Thailand people have an instinctive look to them. If I were to describe it, looks kind of European, kind of like nothing I've ever seen much anywhere else. Sometimes they're born with kind of reddish hair. Is this reptilian? Yeah, it's reptilian vibrations. Yeah, mixed with Nordic energies. Yeah. So also Blue Avian is connected there. So yeah, Cambodia used to be a very higher dimensional. Of course, everything was, but very where you can actually live a long time there. Rehabilitation. Doesn't fill with color. I think still is. Some places are. Thailand is full of color. So, Susie, what I've been doing in Astral. Let's see a lot of Palladian ships you're contacting right now due to the state of the world. There's some timelines you're working on for disclosure. I do see ape people you're all talking to. Finding out apes are coming up. So, dude, if this is an ape world, that government building would not be there anymore. So, it would be in worse condition. Let's put it that way. I guess it always depends on the ape planet, but any messages for me? Um, hmm. I don't know. It's like a duck collective that you're connected to, and they're kind of, they like to communicate with others. They're very talkative. Um, as you connect to them, you probably feel like a humor coming from them because they are humorous. They're hilarious. It's similar to the Manses. Manses have a good humor, sense of humor also. But yeah, obviously you came here to heal souls. Heal souls that have been trapped here in the reincarnation cycle. So I think also your boss is connected to that too. So I don't think he's gonna be a part of it anymore, but he was. But yeah, are there any fairies in my house? And is there any chance they will see let me see them? Oh yeah, it's 5 or 6 of them. I feel like they're mostly in your room. Yeah, you mess around with things, pushing things down, things like that. Yeah, so um, yeah, possibly. You might see a pixie. Pixies are the real small ones. Yeah. Does a fairy collective have a message for me? Well, it feels like your pixie self. I mean, yeah, that's why if you get aggravated here, because you're used to flying around doing whatever you want. As a pixie, as a fairy, you have a little bit more responsibility. Pixies don't care; they just do whatever the fuck So it's like you're free as a bird, basically. So yeah, that's what you're struggling with. But the Earth needs your vibration, needs your help, assistance to help elevate the Earth. So that's all. Beth, I recently had a pair of sunglasses missing for months, and even moved houses without finding them. They disappeared the other day. Any messages? That's from Spirit. Yeah. Well, it shows that you're on track. They want to get your attention just to let you know how spirit is working with you. They're just showing it in different ways. Any messages for me from my guides? Well, yeah, you are trusting yourself. It's just that this year is going to be very unusual. Then, as you can tell, so expect the unexpected. Um, and it's in a good way. Just not to worry. This world's gonna get weird, but just don't get pulled down into that. Miguel, any messages from angels? Well, now I think you have an idea why you are here. As the world starts falling apart, it'll probably make even more sense why you're here. And yes, you had lifetimes as a third dimensional angel. They have the third dimensional wings, and I was gonna put something out there like that, but it's like there's not enough artwork on that stuff, um, but you're actually earning more wings by being here. I think I already know that. Golden wings. But yeah, this is you're here for the devastation of reality, basically. It's going to start. It's starting now. So 20. I mean, that 20. I just said 2012 is actually 2020 is what they actually meant. I had a dream where there were two people interacting. Any messages? Yeah, you're part of that dream. Is connecting to your guides about what's happening now, I believe, and also the future, and also what you're going to be doing here. Right now, just do what you're doing. You might be talking to people about what's happening, but on a very small scale, just like regular people talking. But I don't think you're going to be doing talks in front of a bunch of people. Of course, you never know. You never know because people might get weird. I mean, things might get really weird here. So it's a possibility. You just do it to calm people down. That's all. In a kind manner, of course. Just what messages does my higher self, Madeline, have for me at this time? You're, I don't want to see the junior achiever energy there, Girl Scouts, stuff like that. You have moved up beyond that. But part of you came, well, because you haven't, I don't have incarnations here, but I don't think you have that many. And so you came here for, yeah, you're learning Earth fast. Yeah, because we are coming into like I would call it like a quantum leap of change. We're just it's like we're just opening up the bag of insanity. What beings have been around me lately and messages they have, I just see the feline beings around you. Definitely are open up your chakras to your connections. I don't know. You feel like the classical music time period. I don't know what you feel about that. It feels like you had a lifetime there as a singer. I'm not sure if you see yourself as a singer now, but I see you as a singer. Maybe not an opera singer, but a singer. Yeah, you can play piano and you sing. And actually, record. Well, obviously, they didn't have recordings back then, but see, Strauss, Johann Strauss. I have to look him up. But, Amy, what messages does Paul Walker have for me? Oh yeah, he's like a brother to you. He's actually, I just like a soulmate connection too. So yeah, he's working with you in astral. He's shy as hell. So he did show up as a feline though. I just let you know. Messages. What past lives do I have with my cousin Brooke? And was she wealthy? Is our past lives because of in this life her husband inherited money from his father, and so neither of them have ever had to work. That really bugs me. Well, remember they're warning less than what you are, so they can't handle what you're going through. Yeah, they need the easy ticket. Yeah, she's always been a princess. I wouldn't try. Oh, I got attacked by her. Yeah, I think that was her. So yeah, she's just a weak soul. So it's all right. Yeah, you're strong, definitely. So yeah, she's had royalty lifetime. She just can't seem she can't win it. We're just like she needs to lay down and read a book for 5 days and just whatever. It's fun. It's funny. It's interesting. But it's still a new soul. I don't think she's that old. So that's part of it too. She's learning from you what the difficult life is of learning about yourself. Obviously, she's not too big on that. Oh, okay, cool. Here, read these a little bit out of order. Let's see. Chris, was Ronald Reagan a clone? Yep, no doubt you got it. Yeah, even when he had Alzheimer's, I believe they're messing with his mind to shut him down so they can control it through the vice president was more in control, which was, Bush Sr. So, yeah. Is Satan a reptilian? Yeah, he's everything. I think that one from that movie, the Tom Cruise movie, really shows what Satan looks like. Yeah, I think they even made a Match.com video, commercial about Satan. So yeah, he has reptilian. I mean, just as they show him with the what is it, the goat legs? Yeah, more like a goat. Yeah, yeah. I'll just leave it. But he does have some reptilian. I mean, there's different versions of him, but April, there's been lifelong difficulties with certain members of my family. My brother has been causing major difficulties for a long time. I just wanted to know more about what's really going on with him. Well, he is part of, it feels like cabal mind control. It feels like he's also been sacrificed in his past life. So I believe he's been told to what to do. He's been kind of like a zombie, you can say. Uh, Yeah, and he's been a drug addict. I think he's been actually a murderer or something like that in the past too, like London. Like a drug dealer or something like that, or part of some kind of London mafia or something like that. So yeah, even human trafficking, I feel some of that connected to him, which you can probably see that. Yeah. One, remember that was one. He's not doing it now. But I don't know. His energy might still be connected to it. Is there any advice from my guides how to handle this? Block them, obviously. Forgive as you dig further into it spiritually. I think part of you isn't always wanting to see. I mean, I see like your brother turning into a vampire. So, and your family, yeah, I mean, not to say your family's bad. It's just, they're just different. They're just used to being part of the system. That's all. Um, just forgiving them. I think there's more to it than that, but right now, just forgiving us for right now. Because they're, very hard mentally on you, as you know. So it's just the way they are. Vasco, any messages from Novak? Well, some of his predictions kind of came true recently, from what he's saying. More to come. Yeah, the United States is going to go through a major transformation. So, yeah, as you know, brace for yourself. So you already have a knowledge of that already. So, yeah, just hope for the best, basically. There's a possibility of the government system being completely changed in the next couple of years. It's really hard to say how that's going to go. We just have to wait and see. Just this whole system is a bunch of corrupt. We'll see. I mean, people talk about Nixon being corrupt. What about the whole government being corrupt? What about that? Obviously, they look the other way. But yeah, any messages or wisdom from higher self or guides? So you are connected to Archangel Michael. They show you with a sword of allowing the truth to come through. It's like think of like an eyelid on like opening the eye of the earth, basically, is what you're involved with. Just allowing these things to release, and it's going to be painful for people, but it's necessary. So you wonder why you're here. You're here to pull back the curtain and let all the hidden stuff come out, little by little, obviously. You actually exposed a lot of elite energies in your past, but I think they show you as a writer at past life. I believe it was here where you make a fiction story, and similar to like Alice in Wonderland. That's showing who you were, but I also see you connected to Bradbury. So you work in different ways of revealing information. Yeah. Let's see how you feel about that. So, everyone, thanks for posting your questions. And, be back tomorrow from. YouTube's been shadow banning my videos for quite some time. Like I'll make it and then it'll like disappear, and then just reappear all of a sudden. Wow, that's exciting. So, yeah, very much.